Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Gisela Mann's PhD Top Tips. This is a series of videos where I will share with you the tools and techniques I used to get my PhD written in a year of weekends. Yes, not a year, but a year of weekends. The reason I had to do this was because I took full-time employment in the last year of my PhD, but I was committed to finishing according to the original timescale. Also, by the time you get to this point, you just want the thing done and dusted. So, if that speaks to you and you want to know how to get your PhD written effectively and efficiently so that you pass first time with minimal revisions, subscribe, hit like, because I'm going to give you about 23 tips that will help you to achieve this. So without much further ado, I'm going to head straight into it. And tip number 1 is your daily write rate. Now, the way you do this is you take your words available and the time you have available and divide them. You probably already have some chapters already written. I had my methods chapter, my literature review and my background chapter already written. So from my 100,000 word thesis, I had 70,000 words left to write. If you're a natural scientist, your thesis might be shorter, so go you. But yeah, as a sociologist, my thesis was 100,000 words. So 52 weeks, 2 days available each week is 104 days. My 70,000 words divided by 104 was a daily write rate of 673 words a day, which isn't really that much. It's about half a page of a Microsoft Word document. And if you commit to doing that every time you sit down and work on your PhD and your time available, you will have a first draft at the very minimum if you don't have a completely fully finished PhD thesis in your time available. Now, with the other tools and tips I'm going to share with you, you probably will have your finished document ready, not just the first draft, but more of that to come in subsequent videos. What will happen very likely is when you sit down to write, you will write more than your daily write rate. Once you get into the flow, a whole day, 8 hours is quite a long time, and you may work 10 hours a day at the weekends. And when you write more, you're then able to reduce your daily write rate. It will come down to 500 words a day, and you'll really get a sense of accomplishment and that you can do this, and it will spur you on. You might worry about writer's block. There are days when it's hard to think about what to write, and again, the chapters on planning and reusing what you already have will be useful to you, and there'll be more on those on other videos. But until you watch those, you write anything just to get into the flow of writing, and eventually you'll hit your stride and you'll write something that's usable. And you're thinking, well, what about supervisor revisions and editing? Yep, they all take time. There'll be more videos on that. What you don't do is you don't send your chapter off, wait for the revisions and then work on those before writing anything else. You keep writing subsequent chapters, and then when the revisions come back in, you deal with those. But by using all the strategies I'm going to share with you, you'll find you don't actually have that many revisions. Before I did the PhD thesis in a year, I found that I had lots and lots of revisions. I had to constantly rework chapters. They were flabby, they were not tight, they were rambling. By being really concentrated and knowing that I had to get it right first time, psychologically it made me really concentrate on what should be known, what could be known, and what needn't be known, and that made for much better chapters, and I'll discuss that more in later videos. So for now, you establish your daily write rate by taking your time available and your words available and dividing the two. Know that you will write more. Commit to writing at least that every time you sit down to do your PhD thesis, and you know that at the end of the year you will at least have a first draft available. So good luck, and Subscribe, hit like, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye.